So in the initial stages of COVID, I actually lost my brother. So I was dealing with grief. After the funeral, we'd come back up from country, and so I had grief, stress. We'd gone shopping, and then we realised there was no food on the shelves.
I think that was the hardest part into that first COVID, is that what social media was putting out, it scared a lot of our community. So they didn't know what to do, and it was that first couple of weeks was explaining that it's going to be all right.
And also we have a daughter with a disability, so the restrictions, like we couldn't visit her house. My brain was a mush, it was just mush. And then, you know, we had that stress of food, family, and the restrictions of where we couldn't go.
Really tested us mentally.
Totally. I went from full-time to 3 days a week, so I did a lot of attendance calls and a lot of wellbeing calls to families to see how they were coping. And Len being working for the Wajak Community Northside Centre, they were delivering parcels of food to families. So the one drastic change for me during COVID was me having a good look at my health. Just looking after me first.
My biggest fear during COVID was losing some of my elders, especially my mum. Terrified me. I couldn't. It was hard.
My biggest fear during COVID was that I was going to die because I've got health conditions, chronic ones. Positive things during COVID, when I look at the organisations, and this is just not for me personally, I look at, like, Len works at Wajak, and just the giving to support families who the need was there. And Len's got a sister who works with Noongar Patrol, and we often talked during COVID too about the homelessness with the people on the streets. So they were looked after. They were taken to Woodman's Point and housed, and they were clothed and they were fed, and they were off the streets and, you know, minimising that COVID risk. So for me, the positive thing was community coming together and supporting one another, supporting the people that really needed it the most. We've got each other, we've got that support, we've got strong family support, we've got strong connections around us. A lot of people haven't got that. So for me, it was community coming together.
It highlighted that other people had understood that we've got to do this together. It's a journey together. And through COVID, we will face and overcome racism and other things that other non-Indigenous and Indigenous people are sort of facing here in our community.